Let's take a closer look at the new Alpine A523. For those who are new to my channel, I worked at McLaren, Force India and Racing Point in their aerodynamic departments, and today I'm a self-employed motorsport consultant. So if you need help with your project, let me know. And now back to the Alpine. At the front we see that they changed to a flatter nose, which could help to generate a bit more front downforce, and the nose now connects to the first element of the front wing. This could reduce the pressure underneath the nose, which drags more air towards the center. The front wing itself is pretty high in the center and seems pretty backed off compared to other cars. This will keep the flow cleaner for downstream components. The bodywork is pretty functional and not as elegant as the Aston Martin with the same general concept. Alpine uses far forward sitting intakes with an angled sidewall to push the upper front wheel brake outboard. The lower wake gets pushed out by a huge barge board, but we have to note here that this component was at the real car, but not at the renderings. So we have seen different configurations of this car, and let's see how it looks like in the first race. The undercut stays huge to guide clean air around the sidepod to the back, but Alpine also keeps a huge sidewall for a long time, as if they want to be on the safe side and keeping the front wheel brake outboard while cornering. Also here, we can find the Red Bull dip, which creates some extra downwash and brings more energy down to the coke area. The water slides got bigger and direct lots of clean air down towards the beam wing. Alpine also tidied up the cooling exits. They are not located in this important downwash area anymore, the louvres now sit at the center cooling path. One disadvantage of such a water slide bodywork is that there is not much space behind the radiators for air to exit. The sides cannot be used for cooling flow, although there is huge volume, and so the cooling flow somehow has to reach the center cannon exit. To be able to do this, the middle of the car has to be a bit thicker. Maybe in the future a team will find a way to have louvres or even chimneys on the large sidewall, which would allow them to have tighter centers and get more energy to the back. Also because of these more extreme water slides and less outlets on top of the side pods, the cannon exit got a bit bigger to compensate for that. And on top of that sits another exit, so low energy flow can exit underneath the rear wing. At the real car we couldn't see a shark fin, and that's unique to the Alpine. This would also explain why they kept such huge sidewalls. To help to keep the front rear brake outboard while cornering, because there is no shark fin to help. Because of the already tight cooling path, Alpine kept their center cooling and didn't slim down the airbox. In terms of cockpit losses, Alpine really tries to avoid them spilling out and wants to keep them on top of the bodywork. Mercedes is the master in this category. The renderings show a lower downforce rear wing, and the car ran with a higher downforce wing. So, all in all, it's a more functional car rather than a very elegant car, and a clear evolution of last year's car. How do you like the new Alpine A523? Let me know in the comments below and check out my other F1 videos for more.